Hello, everyone, and welcome to our event number one of our Winter Classic, the PLO. Had a great turnout tonight, 82 players. Prize pool is $7,260, so we knocked that guarantee clear out of the water. 11 spots being paid here on our PLO nights. Got a little bit
Sorry
of
about
a
that.
noise there, yeah.
Yep.
But event number one, huge success. Like I mentioned, it was a 5K guarantee, 7,200 in the prize pool. I played in this tournament. You know, I made sure to give
Just
to the prize.
once?
Yeah, well, two bullets. But we have eight-handed here. We have Brent, Bill, Jay, Nick, Corey, Lumpy, Andy, and JT. So table full of our regulars, which is really nice to see. Gives everybody a little airtime here. There's just over 6 million chips total in play. And looks like we have a couple of low stacks in Andy and JT, but hopefully they can pick up a pot or two and move their way up the rankings. Adam, how was it dealing? You dealt the tournament today, right?
Oh yeah, it was fun out there. I know it's funny what you just mentioned. Final tables are pretty much all regulars.
Yeah.
One of the players just mentioned that. They said, "Well, when we started this tournament, you saw a lot of new faces because it was a PLO."
Yeah. Hey, there we are, right
Hey.
there. So I'm Tim Yeager. I'm here with Adam Sugg. We'll be here all for the entirety of this final table, and it's PLO, so could go all night, could last four hands. You never really know, but
I think I'm gonna take the lower end of that.
you take the lower end of that. I like it.
It's gonna move pretty quick out there.
Yeah, so it's gonna, with Pot Limit Omaha, we had 82 total entries, and we're already down to the final 8 here. Paid the top 11 spots. I think 11th got just over 200, and first place is 1695 or 1655 today. So, like I
top two are gonna get over 1,000.
yeah, top two going to get over $1,000. Like I mentioned, this is event number one of our week-long Winter Classic tournament series we have. Tomorrow's tournament is our 165 double green chip bounty tournament, so that's going to be a huge success, as it always is. Wednesday is our $500 freeze-out 10K guarantee. That is going to be interesting. Have never ran that tournament before, so we'll see how that goes. And then also, Thursday starts the 50K guarantee $100 buy-in. So. I set the over/under. I think we're gonna have 1,000 entries to that tournament. 1,000 total entries for that weekend tournament.
No,
so
that's the number I've been.
yeah.
I'm pretty confident in that one. I think it's gonna go over, honestly, but it's tough to say. It's a holiday season too, so you never know.
Right. So once again, I want to let you guys know that this is brought to you by Carpet Spectrum, located at 1855 South Reynolds Road, or just across the street from us. Basically, go over there and check them out. Anthony Lamb, head of sales over there, home to the largest remnant room in the surrounding area. And mention that you see this on the live stream, and they'll give you 20% off your next order. So that's a lot. That's a pretty big discount. So check them out. Decent sized pot here already.
Yeah,
wow.
Bill has been on fire.
Bill.
I've been dealing in this tournament, and Bill has just been running hot.
Well, not only is it running hot here, it just flops the second nuts here. And Andy's going to get it in here.
And I'm sure you're going to hear it from the players about how Bill is just another standard spot here.
Yeah, so Bill's going to get it in here. Andy's going to get it in here. He thought his hard draw was live, but he does have jacks.
Yeah, tough spot for Andy there. I think he probably just needs to let that go pre-flop. Jack, 8-3, 1 suit. He is on the shorter end of the stacks there, so.
Yeah, something I noticed with this, so we're going to run it out. Only looking for the jack and the jack only, and an ace of hearts there. His hearts would have hit, but unfortunately, Bill flopped the boat. Andy's going to be eliminated here first in the final table.
Bill is on fire in this tournament.
So at least at my table, I don't know about you or what you had going at yours when you were dealing, but I had a lot of players who weren't very familiar with PLO. However, they kind of overvalued some hands here or there, and for some reason against me, it just seemed to be working out for them. So top 3 players are going to get over 1,000 right there. Next payout's going to be $435.
Me versus Wild Bill.
Yeah, it's a lot different game. You definitely see some things, I saw a lot of our regular Hold'em players come out today for this tournament.
Yep. Now, Andy, interesting enough, I talked to him. He was to my right at the very beginning of the tournament before he got moved, and he said he was only putting 1 bullet in. That's it. So a hand like this, a double-suited rundown for Lumpy, it's going to be interesting if he folds or calls. I don't ever see him raising. And there's just the call, which I understand, but he has 600,000 in chips. It seems like that's a raisable hand. Over to Bill. Is Bill the type of player that will play any type of these hands?
Well, Bill has a pretty solid hand here. I think Bill.
One cause.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed too. Is that a lot of the pre-flop play from these players has just been a lot of calling.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, I'm not very experienced with PLO tournaments in general, but from the little bit I know, this is a pretty standard thing because.
Ooh, JT with Ace King 3-3 here. Gonna get it in.
Unlike a PLO cash game where you can just reload every time and you want to bloat that pot up real big to get it in when you hit your hand.
Well, I mean, it's also the same way I feel like you want to kind of, I don't want to say inflate the pot, but also make sure that there's enough money in there for when you do hit a hand that you know, it's worth its while. I had a situation earlier, I had double suited aces and was lucky enough to hit the nut flush and got max value out of it just because I potted it pre-flop and I bet my draw. Lumpy folds that hand. Wow. Pretty tight fold there for Lumpy. Really tight fold here for Bill. 180,000 to call. 180,000 to call to his all. Oh no, I'm sorry. JT potted it. He does have 110,000 back. But you know that's going in on almost any
JT's in a
flop.
great spot here. A pretty loose call from Jay. He is double suited, and I think that's kind of what drew him in there.
Yeah, I think the suited aces are really what draws people in.
Yep. But we already saw Corey fold deuces. We know they're
oh
dead.
Wow, look at that flop. Yeah, that flop would have been huge for Lumpy. And we'd have been getting in here. I believe Lumpy had 5, 6, 7, 9. So he would have flopped what was it? Been a double gutter. Double gutter into pair against bottom set. So that would have been a and backdoor spade draw. So that would have been interesting to see if Lumpy would have came along. And Jay can't fold for another 110,000. Jay drawn really slim here, looking for a running 7, like running 7 deuce or running clubs.
Flip your cards.
All right, there.
No, you're good.
No, I didn't know it, but yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. I know what that, though. So, wow, Lumpy. Lumpy, there
Always
you
a
go.
sweat. Always a sweat.
Woo! I needed that done.
With that, Lumpy would have knocked JT out.
Bad enough down.
Yeah, I think you see in a lot of the Hold'em players where they're trying to play their bigger cards,
Yeah.
trying to pull it, you know, hey, they make a pair, they have top kicker. Definitely see that overvalued a lot from the beginner PLO players out there. A hand like Lumpy had is that premium range that you want to be playing, really.
Yeah, and they don't, when you're sort of inexperienced in PLO, you don't know that that's the type of hand that you can be calling 3-bets with.
Sure.
And I mean, let alone pop bets, you know, so. We do have a very large PLO game going out there in the main room. What would you guesstimate? Probably 40K on the table right now? Close to,
yeah,
somewhere in there?
I would say
I'd
at
say
least
40.
30. At least 30.
And if that hand was dealt out over there, man, that would have been some money flying around there for sure. I mean, the game's so big, you win this PLO tournament outright, you're still short stacked if you buy into that.
Man, that
so.
game. It's just been blowing up like that every Monday, though, I guess.
Yeah. So action's around over here to Corey folds his 4 spades. JT has a suited ace with 5s and raises. Jay with another suited ace. You know, it's an interesting thing. Like, I haven't played with a lot of these players. I only made it just after second break. So I'm wondering if hands like what Jay is playing right here are hands that they were actually hitting to get to this stage. Because these hands aren't really premium hands that you would be playing against raises.
Yeah, Jay is pretty solid. He's pretty tight. So, I mean, I think it's just different when you see these kind of suited hands, these connected hands like this.
While Lumpy with kings here, so flops a gutter ball to the nuts with the queen. JT doesn't really have much. JT's option right here. And Jay with just top pair, top kicker. Bets 250,000. Now Lumpy does have the ace of diamonds in his hand, but I feel like at this type of level of play for Omaha, it doesn't matter as much. You're not going to naked ace somebody, or no one's going to do that.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. Yeah, there's no, there really isn't any level of bluffing here like that.
No. And for anybody watching that doesn't know what it means to have the naked ace, I meant as in he would have the naked ace in his hand, no diamond to go with it, but he would bet as if he does have the flush draw, and somebody that may have, say, queen high diamonds, jack high diamonds, could possibly fold to that because they think he has a better flush. However, at this level, I really don't foresee someone folding to that raise.
So I think I have a pretty good idea about what you were saying. Jay's normally a pretty tight player at Hold'em, I would say. And speaking from experience, I'm a pretty tight player at Hold'em tournaments as well. So a lot of times, like, you start playing PLO, and you start seeing all these cards, and it's like you start winning a couple hands, and it's that addiction, that rush. You're like, man, you have so much more options, so many more options than with Hold'em.
Oh, my Lord. Bill just folded King, Jack, 9-8. Okay. Going to be a long night.
Well, Bill has a big chip stack right now, so I think he is just content with letting some of the shorties battle it out.
Oh, my Lord. I guess he knew that Nick would have his hand dominated.
Ace,
King,
sometimes
Jack,
you just
10.
got that read.
There it is. And I like this raise by Nick. He knows he has a really powerful hand. And, somebody like Brent's going to fold here. JT still could come along. That's JT's phone, I believe. That's why he got up. We'll see him come flying back in the picture.
Good read.
And there he is.
There he is. Like it never even happened.
And JT's going to make this call. It's interesting because we are playing a 4-card game, so JT's diamonds are live. They are drawn to basically the same straight when we talk about the Broadway outs. However, 8-9, 6-8-9 would give JT the winner. It's only 40,000 more to call. He has 600,000. But keep in mind though, Bill did fold King Jack 9-8 with the Jack 9 of clubs.
43-57 we were there.
Yep. And a big swing and a miss for both hands.
And with this pot, whoever was going to bet there first is probably going to win.
And it's interesting, a hand like Brett's hand that he folded, he had 8-4-3 deuce rainbow, and now becomes an absolute powerhouse on a flop like that.
8-4-3 deuce.
On a flop like that, it becomes a powerhouse.
On a flop like that.
Right. But in the pre-flop, fold.
Out there too. Now I got busing for it.
Yeah.
Didn't know he was allowed to bluff back there.
Hey.
But again, that's the thing about PLO. You see some suited cards, you see some connected cards.
Right.
You pick up a couple pots, and
I don't bluff anyway, so.
all of a sudden you start getting some confidence. Hey, I can make a hand every single time.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you.
Blinds at 1530 with
JT's been pretty active. Bill has been active. He's really tightened up in the last few hands here, but I think he's just got so many chips that he's just going to let some of these short stacks.
JT with some double suited hand here. Probably going to raise. That's his MO. Corey calling under the gun with a somewhat mediocre hand. Just a call from JT. 2, 4, 8, 10 for Jay, double suited. 2 diamonds down there. That's going to hurt JT's hand.
Well, I think Corey here's thinking, hey, if people are playing big cards, I got all these kind of middling, straightening connected cards here.
Well, not only that, it's a situation where unless somebody has a really powerful hand, they're not raising pre-flop. Good flop here for JT with the ace.
Actually, Lumpy here with 2 pair.
Yeah, Lumpy has 2 pair.
Top and bottom.
However, a turn card
But
like
now
that
JT
brings in the straight draw now for JT with the 6-7. It also brings in the nut club draw for Brent, who's gonna bet it. Bill currently has ace queen jack 8. You know, there's a lot of cards on the river that could hurt these hands. And JT's not going to go anywhere here. He shouldn't, at least.
It's tough though because there's a 4 to a straight on the board. So without
for JT though, it's not so much about his pair that he has.
60K into 225.
Yeah, it's also about the fact that he has open ender. So, you know, if someone does peel the 3, 9 is not going to help anything. Ace Jack's going to be good here. He's going to check, and JT's going to show down Ace Jack and win this hand. Just got an ace and wins.
Win that with aces?
I had ace flush.
I missed the open ender too, though.
I had ace deuce. You guys got me on.
Yeah,
And there it is.
And if Brent continues there, puts out a pot size bet,
Yeah.
JT has to fold.
Yeah, actually, I got knocked out by Lumpy earlier. 10-10-5 board, and Lumpy had aces. I shoved with a 5, thinking he would fold. I was wrong. I did lose a really big hand to Zell for about 300,000 in chips.
I heard Zell had like $1 million, and then
yeah, so he won a hand off of me. It was we both. I turned the nuts with the diamond with a gut shot straight flush draw, and he called me with just the gutter and the king high diamonds. For about 120 all in, and he hit the diamond. So that was a pretty big tournament point for him and I in the tournament.
and definitely
No, Lumpy, no. That's a great fold, buddy. That's a great fold.
with a tournament
That's a
like
great
this,
fold.
you definitely need that run good. So run better next time, sir.
Buffalo calls 40,000. About 6 calls. About 7 folds. About 9 folds. 10 folds. 1 calls. 2 checks the option. 4 clears. 1 checks in the dark.
JT calls under the gun. King, queen, 7-7, 1 suit.
Start in spot 2. Checks.
J flops top set.
Four checks. Spot 6 bets 100,000.
And this is a tough spot here, you know, when you
1 fold.
flop top set on a board like that. We'll see what happens. JT has a couple of blockers to the nuts.
Yeah, 4 fold.
Jay's going to take it down.
Hit 2, 3.
Pretty sure I did also. Pretty sure I did.
Almost one thing that king queen to go with it. So I was like,
Like 2, 3, 5.
This was 2 card, you get an insta call. I mean, a raise, actually. What do we got? 40 and 20?
20,000, 40,000 blinds. 20,000 big blind ante.
Yeah, no, ain't none of you guys' eyes that good.
Start wearing bifocals.
alright, actually starts in spot 6.
Jay with another suited ace. He does love these suited aces.
Call. Seven folds. 9 folds.
Corey, ace 773, gonna pot it up.
120, 140, 160, 160 total.
Now I'm noticing that this entire final table is playing pretty passive. If I was in Jay's shoes or Bill's shoes, I would be a little bit more aggressive. I feel like you would be able to take down a lot more of these pots.
Plus his calls. Heads
And
up.
I think that Corey kind of sensed a little bit of weakness there from Jay, but he can't get him to fold. Corey's pair of sevens still out in the lead, but this is not a good board for him.
Six checks.
Ace diamonds. 2 pair for Corey, 2 pair for Jay. But we have 3 to a 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush on the board. So 2 pair doesn't look so hot.
Yeah, somehow this pot has ballooned up to a $500,000 pot, and
And
Corey,
nice bet there by Corey.
right? Corey taking advantage of it.
And we see, oh, they have the same hand, 2 pair. You know, some
What-
people that aren't very experienced with PLO might be saying, well, how can he just fold so quickly there?
What type of play do you think that would be happening right now if we brought, say, Mavis in and gave him Bill stack? Someone who actually is a tournament player but knows PLO extremely well. I feel like it would
I'm
just.
not sure because, you know, like you see there, Jay's mixing it up. He's not afraid to call with just about anything. So when these blinds are so high like this,
Yeah, blinds are up, by
it
the way.
takes away it takes away a lot of edge that you would have at a really deep stacked game. So, you know, that's kind of what a player like Mavis specializes on when he is sitting there with
Did
1,000
Nick just fold that?
1,000 big blinds or something
Nick
like
just
that, you know,
fold ace?
500 big blinds.
Did Nick just folded ace 996 double suited under the gun? Well, okay then.
It's the final table. They're on the you know, PLO, nobody really,
Four bets the pot.
I shouldn't say nobody knows what they're doing, but a lot of these guys are regular Hold'em players, and even the guys that play PLO, like JT plays a lot of PLO, but he plays PLO cash games. You know, tournaments like this, we run them maybe once every, you know, 2 months. So these players don't have a ton of experience in this type of a setting.
By the way, I'm starting to think that Jay doesn't turn in his aces when he gets dealt them. He's had an ace almost every hand. And look at
And
that.
he would have had a set
Man,
of nines there,
yeah,
huh?
just ace 996 double suited, and he folds, and oh,
So JT with a gutter ball,
backdoor hearts.
and Jay
Jay with nothing. He's
with this hand. Jay didn't even have the suited ace. I don't like the call here. This is you know, he's not really connected at all.
Well, he didn't. Was there a raise, Perry?
Oh, I'm sorry. Jay's in the big blind.
Right. Yeah, I don't think there was
I
a
don't
raise.
think there was a
Perry.
raise pre. 410, 140. How much are the? No, there must have been a raise pre.
Oh, okay.
Let's see there.
Pot is 160, right? What's that? Pot is 160.
First set could be 140.
Lumpy Jack, Jack 9-7.
Yeah, sometimes players see this type of hand with the 3 hearts and don't think it's that
Sure.
that powerful. When in all actuality, it's a really good hand. And Lumpy's gonna call.
Calls a 40.
Brent,
That's the part I forget too.
10 fold.
Bill with double suited aces, pot,
200,000 out of spot one. Spot one bets 200,000.
Yeah, definitely
and
expected
Corey
to see a
with
pot there.
kings behind, single suited kings. I don't see him folding this.
Let's see here. Corey's got 840.
Yeah, he has 840 in front of him.
I think he's going to count down his stack here and see.
180 to go.
And depending on the action, I like a call by Lumpy here.
About 2 calls, 180.
JT should get out of the way here with his hand.
JM blocks a lot of Lumpy's.
Yeah, oh wow, I didn't even see Jay's hand up top there. JT.
JT
giving this
just
some
thinking about
thought?
getting out
Okay,
of
there
line.
we go. Wow, Lumpy, don't call. Both your jacks are gone.
Yep, and one of those kings went into the muck as well.
I do like his hand play, especially multi-way. Multiple straight draws, one flush draw. You could hit a set. I mean, you can't now because both jacks have been discarded, but I mean, Lumpy's hand is a hand I would call with.
Agreed. I mean,
But again, we have to take into consideration stack size.
yeah, now just looking at his stack size, he's got 390K.
Yeah.
He can just fold. He can get out of there with
There you
just
go,
losing 40. And who knows, maybe he can ladder up.
So we're heads up here, looking for. I mean, Corey's really behind here. Diamonds are covered up for him also.
No shame in that game.
And there, look at that hand. Look at that flop for Lumpy's hand.
Actually starts at 1.
Yep.
Jack, 9-7
420.
with 9-7 of
9-7
hearts.
But again, with Bill having hearts covered like that,
No, I get it. Yeah, he would only be drawn to the open ender.
I think Corey is going to, I don't know, we'll see here if Corey is able to get away from this. Because having that 9 really doesn't do much for you. He doesn't have hearts. He doesn't have any straight draws. He really just has an overpair of kings. And you can see him thinking it through. What could he possibly have here that I'm even ahead of right now? Not a whole lot. Usually when Corey thinks about it a long time like this, I feel like he ends up making the right decision. When he goes and acts real quick, what am I saying?
So Corey makes the call.
He only leaves himself with 180 behind.
An ace on the
And now,
turn. Wow.
unfortunately, that's just. This is why
And
that
Corey thinks that Corey's gonna think that he.
has to call
Oh,
here.
Corey
yeah.
gets it in drawn dead.
Yeah.
Seven, nine, Jack of hearts with 100 Jack.
Can't win.
Well, it was a good run.
Yeah, I mean Corey's gonna finish 7th place here, I believe, and can't win unfortunately. But running it twice.
Maybe vote, I'd have lost again. Corey,
See y'all.
Corey's gonna finish 7th place here. What a great run by Corey.
435.
What a great run by Corey. Lumpy's known these guys. No, Lumpy's known Corey for a really, really long time. And wow, and Bill, 2.3 million in chips. I believe there's close to 600,000 or 6 million in play.
nice hand, sir. Very good hand.
Gotta speak a little louder sometimes for Bill to hear you.
That was sick when I seen the flop.
Brent with the suited ace and pocket sixes.
You wouldn't have got max value if you didn't do the bet. He wasn't gonna bet for you.
And actually, a few of these guys, I think it was Brent, Nick, somebody else, they said they all played together in Seneca County. Said they're out here repping Seneca County, I heard earlier, too. So
Yeah, so Nick is from down in Tiffin. Yeah, Nick is from down in Tiffin. Brent is from down in Tiffin. Brent owns a security company. I don't remember the name of it.
JT was part of that as well.
Oh yeah, JT.
Yeah.
I think JT's Fostoria.
Raises.
Remember when I raised you out of the
200,000.
hemodeuces earlier?
100,000 is the extra.
Call me Tank.
There it is. Superior Security is what Brent owns right there. So check them out if you're looking for any type of home security. I believe he does event security also. But check them out. Brent's a really good guy. He's an Ohio State fan, but we don't hold him against it. Or hold it against him. He's always one of the guys in my chat for the live stream. Always interactive, so like him a lot. Appreciate all that support he gives us.
Well, that's awesome then you got on here.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to watch this as we're talking about his play. And I hope we get a hand where I can talk great about him, and I hope I get a hand where I can just rip him to shreds. You know, one of those, so he can come in here and bullshit with me about it.
You know, and everything that people say mixes together when I'm dealing. So
Yeah, right?
I think I'm quoting this right, but I'm pretty sure that Brent said this was his first PLO tournament, like legit
Oh, okay.
live
Okay.
PLO tournament he's ever played.
Okay.
I have like 2.4 million.
I know that's right.
That makes me feel real bad about my tournament play.
No shame in fool.
Well,
Makes me feel real bad about my tournament play.
One full.
That P word might come out.
did your Chinese play a little bit better at least?
I did profit in the Chinese poker game today. So thank you, Mike, for that. A grand total of $6. I can
Hey.
get myself a couple of monsters tomorrow at work.
Doing down on
Well,
Buffalo raises to 100.
Soon it'll be just one monster.
sir, they're only $275 in the vending machine. Now, I like Nick saying here, double suited, little rundown. Obviously, he's got a dangler with the queen. Oh, man. Oh, it's a raise to 115, but still.
About 9 folds, last chance.
Yeah, JT's trying to just take advantage maybe of some passive play.
Yeah, if he starts doing this on a consistent basis. Oh, Prince.
Brent says one time, making a pretty loose call here.
And you gave me this bag, Jeff? Come on, now.
Interesting.
Heads up.
Man, you're short.
JT in a great spot.
Same hand, basically.
Yeah.
They both flop king deuce. Backdoor spades for. Ooh,
He's 270.
this could get all in here.
They're going to get it in here.
About 10 bits, 270.
You know, JT's got backdoor spades. Barring a 10 hitting the board or a queen hitting the board, this is going to be a chop pot, I believe.
You say I'm playing tight as hell, and you think I'm
You
trying
need
to
a-
pump you?
You need a
Or a 7.
You think so?
Yeah, or a 7. Yeah.
So if I potted on the turn, alright.
And JT really should not just call here. It's either go all in or fold.
I'll show you if you fold.
He's going to be in a world of hurt. Brent says he'll show him if he folds. Well, he would get to see it on the camera later no matter what.
You know, it's interesting. He was in the big blind. What could he be calling you with? Could he be calling you with some sort of thing? A hand like king 7. Maybe a flush draw. There's really no straight draw out there. Ooh.
Ooh.
Fold.
JT's
King deuce.
shows him the same hand, huh?
Yeah, he did too. He did steal it.
I mean, so,
This two pair was good, honestly.
I didn't think he had to.
No, I'm saying, that's what I say. You thought your two
If you
pair
have
was
one
good.
club in your hand, they're blocking it. You call that? If you have one club in your hand?
If I have one cup in my hand, I'm putting it all in.
Hey, the 3 private blinds are 25 and 50,000 now.
I had a 3 too.
Three.
Yeah.
JT was worried about the flush draw there.
What was your
Blinds
first
creeping up there now. 25.50.
No way. So we had all 4 same cards?
Was it?
Yeah,
I had king 7, 2, 3.
Me too.
3 spades, 1 diamond.
He definitely didn't have king 7, 3,
I had
2,
king-
3.
I had king 10.
JT's forgetting his hand.
I was gonna say, there was a seven.
Because there's no way he folds top 2 there.
Okay, so I didn't have 7 then. I
50 to
had
come in.
6 spade. I can't remember. 2, 3, king. Maybe 4.
Whatever you got to tell yourself, JT.
Spot 4 folds.
have a free roll for you to
Alright.
double me up.
Alright. My 7 folds.
That's what's gonna happen.
I fold.
My 9 folds.
By the looks of it, you're only gonna
My
play
10
pots.
calls. Checker
Bill
back.
with a pair of fives and
Brent with a pretty trash hand, but he's getting half price in the small blind.
I like to be in
You're always
control.
gonna fold if I'm first to add.
And he flops the best of it.
yeah,
Alright, Brent. Finish it.
a 7 so far is the best hand.
One check. Push my 10 checks and then 1 check.
Check.
Mark my words, camera.
Brent picking up a heart draw now with it. Does give Bill a 6. Can win with a 5 or a 6 now.
It's 50,000. It's about 1 fold.
And never mind.
You gotta let that go, man.
If I was Bill, I would take an approach, and I think something like maybe you're talking about Mavis, if Mavis was in this tournament earlier. I think if Mavis is with Bill's chip stack right now, 2.4 million, if it's ever checked to him on any flop, he's going to put chips in there. A small bet, you know, some sort of bet, because if your opponent doesn't have anything, you're going to find out right away. You can't stick around, you can't really float in PLO.
Yeah, I also think, though, that the pressure that Bill would be able to apply to these stacks, I mean, even if he doubled up the next biggest stack, he would still be third in chips. So there is no real risk for him right now to be aggressive. I just don't think that Bill has that style to be able to do so. I wanted to make this final table so badly.
Ever tell you I hate PLO?
But then I would have been so lonely.
No, we'd have found somebody to come back here with you.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to play the freeze out and make that final table.
Pot is going to be 175.
A little pressure,
This is
a little pressure here
this is
from
a little ambitious here, and he gets Bill
Oh,
to fold the best
Bill.
hand.
Bill's folding ace king
Wow.
queen with ace suited.
And that's a
ace
pretty
king, queen,
tight
9.
fold there, you know, like
Oh my lord. Bill's folding ace king queen 9 with an ace 9 of
the
diamonds.
thing about it is, like, when you have an ace and you have a king in your hand, it just makes it that much, so much less likely that your opponent has aces or kings.
Oh man.
Ace, king, queen, 9 with one suit there with the ace 9 suited for Bill. That's
That's a well above average starting hand.
and Brent with a somewhat marginal hand just pots it up there and gets the pot.
No, I didn't rebuy the last time.
I am.
So maybe you're onto something here. Maybe just pure aggression is the way to go.
Alright, small big.
Because these players are it's just a new environment.
I'm the only one.
PLO tournaments are just not a normal thing.
Yeah, he ain't in it.
Bill might be. He can't hear me.
Are you in it?
Bill, you in last man? No? Alright.
I didn't do it because
Small, big. Action's on
Take it.
7.
I should have done it, but I was like,
It's only
I'm the big.
370.
Yeah.
it's only whack.
370.
Nick with kings.
That's what I'm saying.
Nick with king 7-6. And Lumpy with the suited ace behind him.
Raise 150 total.
There you go, Nick. And that's a fold.
Brent
Now Brent
has
with
a
a
hand here.
yeah. Oh no, Brent.
But
He only
that's
made it
not a-
150.
If you don't play a lot of PLO, then
He only
that
made it
hand
150.
doesn't look quite as good.
Oh no.
6 folds. Button red.
10, 10, 9, 6 with a suit.
And you pick up 100K every time you raise like
Yeah.
that pre-flop, you know,
Yeah.
and take it down. So that's huge.
Drawing card, 4 drawing cards.
Nick's been doing well here.
I'm okay with the $500 right now. I don't care.
You guys are good
I
right now?
got that in it.
You're not even yet?
Yeah, I said I don't have that in this tournament.
Oh, I got you. I heard about it.
Yeah, I'm profiting right now.
Lumpy with a pretty terrible hand here is
JT saying that he made it 7th place, so he's in profit zone.
nice, nice. With Lumpy's hand, if you were able to change that the deuce to like the 9 of clubs, that's a very playable hand, but not so much with his offsuit deuce. Does Bill fold queens here?
Just folds.
Oh my lord.
Wow. In the cutoff
Oh.
too, like just. And he just knew that Jay was gonna have kings. I mean, it's sometimes you know.
Four raises, 125 total.
This could be a situation where we're here for a while tonight.
Jay pots it.
Jay pots it with his kings. JT with ace king 9-6, no rundown or anything.
Yeah.
No suits.
I think JT can find a fold here. Maybe I don't know.
And what? So when you're playing PLO, what is your take here? Do you feel like having a hand like kings, you could just call with and try to disguise your hand a little bit? I mean, kings no suit without any straight cards.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a really. I mean, it's not that great of a hand. It's just not.
Again, I can't say for sure what the correct play is in a PLO tournament, but I don't like that play personally with the king 8-4 because unless you flop a king, you really don't
Yeah.
have much. You
Yeah.
really can't make a lot of hands.
Right. Updated chip count right there. Top two players have about 60, 70% of the chips in play.
I wanted to see that flop. I was calling JT.
Brent with a double suited hand here.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, they're 2 gap, 3 gap, so
Bill with queens again.
He's got all of them. Nobody but him. Why you got so many?
see what Brent does here. See what
Hold on. See what happens, Bill?
somebody acted out of turn.
Right.
Was that Bill?
Yeah.
And that made Brent's decision easy.
Pot is 175.
So I got a massage today.
He just saved you some.
Austin was here today. She was here a lot longer than she normally is. Miss part-time herself. She barely ever see her anymore. We miss her so much.
6 calls.
But
Yeah, I would probably get a
oh.
Oh, was she back there the whole time? Huh? Who would have thought?
But I did get a massage today. My shoulders feel great. It's hard carrying all this laughter and you know.
And wow, I think Brent was seriously contemplating. I mean, I think he was at least going to call there.
9 folds.
Lumpy folds his sevens.
He was
there.
thinking about maybe potting it. I don't know. Tough to say.
I'm kind of curious on how JT just flatted here, or Jay just flatted. But king high flop.
Alright, action's on 4.
Spades are out there. Now, mind you, remember how we talked about that Brent was going to play this hand? He would have flopped nut spade draw with a gutter ball. So he would have flopped the ace 10 of spades, and he had
Yeah.
6-3 of hearts. So
Check.
now, mind you, 3 6s are out in other people's hands, but it is what it is.
250.
This flop is about as good as it gets for JT's hand, short of flopping a 6.
Oh man, Jay with the aggression just takes that down.
And wow. Wow.
I probably should have.
Was there a 7 on that board?
Absolutely something.
Yeah, there was a 7-5. Lumpy would have flopped a set. Yeah, Lumpy would have flopped a set, I believe.
Yeah, if you're JT there, you're calling with ace, king, 6-6. I mean, if you flop top pair, top kicker on a king 7-4 board, I mean, I know there's 2 spades out there, but that's not a really connected board there. You know, I think he's probably just got to go there.
Yeah, Bill here with the double suited hand. Not very good hand, but suited ace. And he's gonna muck it.
Folds.
JT with a very similar hand, not very great. Mucked. Jay with trips in his hand, fold and hold. No, they're not playing trips and quads.
Not today.
Not today. No trips and quads today.
150.
A little aggression
I
here
like that game, though.
on the button.
9 folds.
Lumpy folds. Brent's with 1.5 million. I mean, it's just one black chip. Flick it in.
Nick did say I dealt him quad kings earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Like, dealt him.
Oh, dealt
quad
him in his
kings,
hand.
Like
Oh,
in his
wow.
hand, yeah. Not actually, like, he didn't actually win a pot. with
That's
quad
that's
kings.
worth a chunk of change.
Yeah.
Sure, no speculation.
I know, Tim. I know.
I love Lumpy. He's such a good guy, man. Did you? So he folded ace 9-8. I forget what the other one was. He probably should have got it in here.
Over $100? Come on.
But yeah, there's the ace for
Yep.
him. I did mention he should have got it in here, but it's okay. You know, he said he doesn't like PLO. I think Lumpy's the only guy at the table I wouldn't criticize too much because I like him too much.
Check.
Ah, JT2, J. You know the whole table. Never mind.
I like the aggression by Nick here. And Nick with absolutely nothing. I got a pair of fives, but it's a great bet.
Oh, he
And
shows it.
it. And he smirks at him.
And Lumpy with about 200,000 left could have won that hand.
Acquisition. Is that what you said earlier? Acquisition.
You got any 100,000 chips to lose?
Don't lose those, sir.
They were my
It's a life savings.
My bad, my bad. Actually, maybe it'll be better, like, you know, you go broke one day and you're like, wait a second, there's a $5
There's a
chip back
five
here
chip
under the
somewhere.
table.
There we go. I like it. So I'd like to point out I was playing a little Chinese poker with Mike Thompson. He was here earlier. And I won $6. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Book a win against him for once. Guy beats me at everything.
We'll hang that $6 up.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the,
actually going to hold on to it and use it over the weekend. Maybe buy lunch with it. I really like Jay's hand here. And he's just going to call.
6 calls.
Here was a spot here where Jay could have been the aggressor. Lumpy with an ace rundown, but not suited.
9 folds.
Good fold, Lump.
10 calls. 1 check.
Ooh, Bill with a powerful hand too.
And Brent with a nice hand. 9986.
Big flop here for Jay.
Yeah.
Huge flop here for Jay. Open ender with the pair and spades. If a 9 peel, or excuse me, yeah, if a 9 peels, he has the nuts. A 4 peels, he has the
1
nuts.
checks.
And if a 9 peels, he has a draw to the bigger nuts. Bill flops a spade draw here too.
6 bets,
He
200.
does go ahead. Jay does go ahead and bet it out.
Right. Brent does hold the gut or have a gut shot with the 7.
And no one's going to be able to continue here.
I don't know. I do like Brent's hand a little bit here to call. 7 peels or a 9, he should feel okay. However, a 9 would give Jay the nuts, and that's gonna be a good fold. And Bill's gonna fold also. So Jay is steadily climbing.
Yeah, 1.3 million. He's.
Yeah.
It seems like he kind of just came into this final table with like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna play hands and let's see what happens.
Yeah. I like Jay's.
Let's not sit around and blind out type deal.
Yeah, I like Jay's play right now. He's being a little bit more aggressive than the rest of the table, and it's really paying off for him. But tomorrow, everyone, don't forget the. Well, I guess this will be airing tomorrow, right?
No, Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, well, come play our weekend tournament here. We have our 50K main event, $100 buy-ins, $100 re-entries. Expecting close to 1,000 players for that, or 1,000 entries total is what I'm expecting. So, and I'm normally pretty good about how many entries we have for tournaments. So,
Yeah, Friday morning, Saturday morning, Friday evening, Saturday evening,
yeah,
11:15 and 6:15, correct?
yeah, 11:15, 6:15.
11:15,
Now,
6:15.
also something to keep. I think it's 11 and 6, but either way, something to keep in
11 and
mind.
6.
$1,000 double bag bonus. There's a lot of value in that. So double suited kings for Bill, and a limp. Wow. Double suited kings and a limp. Set of 9s for Brent, and but he holds a 10 in his hand also.
Check.
Bill has backdoor spades and a 7 for the gut shot.
JT with JT just decides that this is the time to
decides to
go.
rip it.
Pots 175.
Just decides that this is the time to go.
I mean, he only has 175,000. He has a pair and a couple of backdoor draws.
Yeah.
He just is going to run into a set.
3 pots at 7. Did you say pot? Alright, yeah. Pot 7.
And see, I don't like that play by Brett right there. And
No,
the reason I don't
Just gonna say the same thing.
is just because you're why pot it. You have Bill behind you who has you covered.
Right.
If Bill happens to have 7-8 in his hand,
Suicide.
and you just killed yourself right there.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, you do have outs, but you're holding a 10 in your hand. You see a 6 is exposed also. So you'd be limiting yourself, but
Would get you straight.
And obviously highly unlikely, but Bill could have
Right.
had pocket tens there as well.
yeah.
I mean, Brent blocks one of that combo, but
Oh, spade on the turn.
And JT picks up
outs.
outs.
So
well, that was one of the only cards JT could have seen there was a spade on the turn. Gave him a sweat.
you know that's one of the things I love about Lumpy right there. Just got up out of his seat to say congratulations to JT, and that just shows you the type of person he is. But JT's gonna finish in 6th place here. Pick up $500 for his efforts today. And Lumpy with 210,000 is gonna move up the pay scale.
Yeah, I will say, like, everybody's just been a little bit more excited or friendly. I don't really know. Just something about this PLO tournament. Like,
Apparently,
you know, I don't, maybe not for all of us.
right.
But,
All right,
at least, like, the last 2 to 3 tables,
This
you know.
this should be the hand Lumpy gets it in. This should be the hand Lumpy gets it in.
Come out here, yell at him if he folds this. All right, there you go. He's got
should
210
be more
total.
than that. Should be more than that. Should be 175. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go with 150.
What do we know?
What pot is?
And Jay is just going to keep riding that. We do know what pot is.
Whoa. Hey, there we go, Lump. There you go. Now Jay has two gut shots. He has a 10 or deuce.
Yeah,
so he's
that's
gonna
actually
be,
a great flop for Jay's
He's
going
to be calling the 60,000 no matter what. He has to. If Jay folds, I don't know. I mean, you have to call 60,000, and you have
for
8
sure.
outs.
I mean, he's getting what, 7 to 1, 6 to
Right.
1 on his money.
10 and only a 10, I think.
No,
or
also
deuce,
a
Nick.
deuce.
Or deuce.
No, he doesn't have spades.
Deuce or 10. That's all he has outs. Deuce or 10.
Oh!
Come on. Come on. Yeah, Lumpy.
I had a bad feeling when somebody said only a 10.
Yeah.
Just like one of those things that happens.
Good luck to you. Nice meeting you.
And with that, Lumpy will be eliminated in 5th place. And bad beat for my man Lumpy.
Great run.
Great run. He, like I said, he was the one that knocked me out. I wasn't even mad. Normally I'm upset when I get knocked out of a tournament, but I wasn't even upset. But yeah, great run by Lumpy there. Great finish, especially for a guy that says he doesn't like PLO. So hopefully we'll see him here for the next few hands. Our audio is cut, and I believe the reason for that is going to be we are going to rearrange the players a little bit. As you see Paul moving some chips over, so that way our players can be a little bit more spaced out. Makes it better for our camera angles.
And tough beat for Lumpy there, but
Yeah.
Jay keeps riding the train.
Yeah, Jay just
He
keeps
is
laddering
just
up.
moving along.
Just keeps laddering up. But with that, like I said, we're going to rearrange some players here. I'm wondering who's going to say that 4-letter word first.
I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see it tonight. I don't think Bill. I think Bill is not.
Not one of those?
Not one of those. I know he did take down a Monday tournament a couple weeks ago, I believe.
Well, he's up past his bedtime. I'm shocked he's still not falling asleep at the table.
That's the thing. That's probably what it is. That's why. Because I mean, he was a lot more aggressive. I feel like earlier.
Maybe that's how I'll play Bill if we ever get heads up. Is I'll just wear him down. Play him for like an hour. But here we are. We're back in the action here. they've spaced the players out a little bit, so it's easier for our cameras. It's easier for the dealer.
Sure, we'll get our audio back here shortly.
Yeah, of course we will. And until then, you got to listen to us. So sorry about that bad beat.
We can shuffle chips and make like the same kind of
Yeah,
noises
yeah,
that you would hear.
we have some chips back here today, so I like Bill.
3, 4, 6, 7 for Bill, but he's folding
Yeah,
that.
he's definitely folding that, especially to a raise for 150. Nick has been having a lot of success here, also. By the way, Nick is.
Oh no, that's what I was saying earlier. He's been playing well and
Yeah.
running well here. I've been seeing him at a lot of final tables.
Oh, we also brought in the trophy right there, by the way.
Yeah, I
Front
think
center.
they're gonna have to play this one out.
Well, for our 100K, they chopped. Don't forget that.
That's true.
But they played for the trophy.
But they still
There
have to
it
play for the
is.
trophy.
Pretty cool right there. That's all provided by the house. Winter Classic PLO champion. Unfortunately, that's not going home on my mantle, but really wish it was.
I mean, I'm sure you could buy it off the winner.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bill. Oh, double suited aces for Jay. When you're running
That's
good.
super premium.
When you're running good and playing good, huh?
One fold.
Nick, nothing in the small blind here. So that's one of the things here that you got to be happy picking up the blinds because you're not going to get very many calls on your raises in this game.
4 raises. 135 total.
Maybe if Jay wins this, he'll have enough money to buy a new sweatshirt. What do you think?
No.
7 fold.
No.
135 total.
He really likes that Puma sweatshirt.
Well-
But then again, I say that and I wear a reserve.
Maybe he has 10 different Puma sweatshirts.
I wear a reserve hoodie every day, so I guess I can't say too much. I have this that white one, which are on sale by the way. If you guys want to come in, $30.
Heads up.
Yeah, white. I'd never make it in a white hoodie for 3 days. I'd spill something on it instantly.
Big flop here for Jay with the aces, and he has aces, a gut shot, and nut hearts.
I go back.
Oh,
That's 330.
I think he said 320.
I don't think he knows this, but you know, the only thing he's really winning with, and that I mean Jay, that is, or that I mean Brent, is a king and a king only, I believe, or 4.
4.
But man,
Good fold there from Brent.
Put that board up
And not a huge separation here. Nick is the short stack with just under 1 million, but if he doubles up, he's going to be right there.
yeah, not really any short stack per se
Yeah.
in this right now. Everybody kind of right around 20 big blinds or more. A lot of playability for somebody like Bill who just doesn't play hands. But everybody who's watching, just think, I mean, Bill made this final table and is not. Ooh, that's a tight fold by Jay there.
Yeah, that's with the hands that Jay's been playing so far in this final table. Super tight fold.
7 folds.
I think once Bill got that big pot right at the start, he was super content to just sit around and ladder up. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're already down to 4.
150.
Yeah, I mean, don't listen to my style of play. I'm back here commentating and not at this table, so obviously my style did not work today. Though if I would have hit that hand against Zell, I would have had 300,000 at break, at second break. That would have been significant.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. And not even need to hit the hand if I would have just held up.
Especially when Zell gives them all away.
But Zell of 419 Appliances over there, you guys should go check him out too over there around the Secor and Alexis area. Selling, he's got used appliances at deep discounts over there. Got a lot of great products, so go check him out. There it is, 419 Appliances right there. 419-917-2483. Ask for Zell. He'll help you out with all your appliance needs. located directly across the street from Monet's. I don't know if you're familiar with that area over there.
Oh, yeah.
As I say that, I realize that you and I have golfed multiple times at Maple Grove. So
Sure. Very familiar with
Very
that.
familiar.
That's, I mean, not exactly where I grew up, but right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
570.
For anybody that's old school, it used to be right where the old, right in the little strip mall there, where across from where Troby School used to be. So there's a
Now
Dollar.
it's just a field, right?
Yeah, no, there's a Dollar General there.
Oh, yeah.
Those-
Never have enough Dollar
Yeah,
Generals.
yeah, those just pop up in any open field.
Folds.
And a big 3-bet here by Jason. Take that down. I think Jay is starting to realize that if he is aggressive, he is going to pick up a lot of these chips.
Yeah, Jay's not messing around. He is just going to keep firing away. He's going to keep playing pots, and it's been working for him. What did he start the final table with? 300, 400K, something like
Yeah,
that.
I believe that. He's more than tripled up.
Specifically didn't want to chop. He's like, I want that. I don't want to turn up. Ain't no chopping. I'm on my gland.
Ain't no
Oh,
chopping.
there it is.
Actions on 10.
Ain't no chopping. Bill with the 3/8. Let's see if he forgets that he can only use 2 cards and decides to play them. I knew he would not have got quads. Jay has the other one.
Calls.
A little bit more. That's good.
You have it facing me, Eddie. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so if you pot it, it's going to be 180.
Nick contemplating putting in a raise here.
Oh, I think he already did.
You are correct, and he wins it. Yep. Nice play there. Nick's played pretty solid. I mean, he hasn't played a ton of hands at this final table, so Jay gave him some respect, and he took down the blinds.
Yep.
Bill with 2 million, Jay up to 1.9. Jay's creeping up into the chip lead. Brent 1.5, Nick 980. Still a lot of play. 20 big blinds for the short stack, 40 big blinds for the big stack.
One folds. Four makes it 180.
Raised to 180 here by Jay.
7 folds.
I didn't even get any out.
Blinds are at 30 and 60,000.
All right.
Blinds are up.
Get used to that, Eddie.
You want to give me 5 of those?
A lot of pots being pushed his way.
Thank you.
30K, 60K now.
And there's our updated chip count. Bill, Jay, and Brent's very close. All of them really close. I mean, we're talking 30, 60 blinds. It's close enough to where, you know, one big hand can change the whole dynamic of this tournament.
Starting to feel like we're going to need a
4
nuts
call.
over second nuts type scenario,
Uh,
though, to...
I'm scared. I'm scared to see what happens when we get heads up.
7 folds.
But Bill with queens again. He's gotten queens a lot. Let's see if he's just gonna check. Okay. You wouldn't want to put any
no,
money in.
I mean, you could definitely put a lot of pressure on your opponents right there.
Brent flops 2 pair.
J bottom pair. Ace of hearts. I don't think that's gonna affect this hand.
10 bets, 210. 1 folds.
So you see that background right there of Jay, all those toys that are underneath that Christmas tree. One of the promotions that we have here going on at the reserve is every tournament we run, at the initial buy-in, there's an extra $5 Toys for Tots donation you can make, and it'll give you an extra 5,000 in chips. So far, I believe going into today, we had over 3,000.
Nice.
And part of that money has been used to buy those presents there, and then also you can do. Today was a $40 add-on, but you could do 45, and that extra 5 goes to Toys for Tots. And that is something we're going to be doing throughout the rest of this tournament series and then part of next week. Also, on Wednesday when we run our $500 buy-in tournament, it'll be a $10 add-on for 10,000 in chips. So please keep that in mind. When you're buying it for $500, I really don't think another $10 is going to hurt.
Oh, that's awesome. We're going to run this total up for Toys for Tots over the weekend.
Yeah, I think our goal is 10,000, and we are well on our way.
Brent with the aces.
615,000.
Oh, Jay with double suited 10s. And
Okay, so Nick opened here.
yeah, Nick
Under the
opened at
gun to
175. Double
Brent
suited
puts
10s.
in the pot size 3-bet to 615 with the aces.
Oh, double suited 10s.
Tough for Jay to call there. So much of his, I mean, we're talking about a third, about 30-ish% of his stack.
Yeah, the problem though is that double suited 10s right there plays very, very well against aces, especially aces no suit. So you're playing. I mean, you gotta really factor in that you're playing 4 cards, not just 2 of them. And Nick's probably gonna lay this down. Not exactly a premium.
You just got to think, though, is this the first 3-bet that we've seen the entire final table?
Oh yeah, it's for sure aces, and he shows them too.
So, I mean, it's, you know, when you can pretty much know for a fact that your opponent has aces, yeah, you're double suited, yeah, you have 10s, but, you know, I'm much happier to get it in there with like a 6, 7, 8, 9 type hand than
There it
pocket
is.
10s.
Right there's our Toys for Tots promotion that we mentioned right there. Between now and December 15th, including the Black Friday event, which we already had, and our Winter Classic events, which we're running this week. There's a $5 donation. You'll receive an extra 5K bonus to your starting stack. Most people have been just doing the $5 donation, not bringing in the unwrapped toy. But you can do either one. And then also on Thursday, it'll be a $10, or excuse me, on Wednesday, it'll be a $10 donation or bring an unwrapped toy. So keep that in mind, please. Bill with double suited 4s, and we're going to put those in the muck. This is Bill. And there they go. This hurts my soul.
Yeah.
This is.
So Jay gonna pot this up here,
4 pots of
and I think Nick is gonna see a flop.
I don't know. I don't think so. After losing that hand before, I mean, maybe. He's already got 60 in.
Nick likes to get in there. He's not afraid to put chips in, see a flop. He's thinking this through. He's thinking, wow.
Hey, there we go, Nick. Nick's going to make Eddie do math. Eddie, what's 18 times 3?
That's 40.
540,000.
so Jay was getting a little bit better than 2 to 1 to call there.
There's your 40 right there. 540.
Can't blame him for making the call there when he has the,
Well, we got our first.
the stack size.
Is this our first $1 million pot?
And
Can't be,
honestly,
right?
unless this flop comes like, you know, Jack, ace, something all paint cards. Nick's gonna be pot committed here. If he flops any pair, any kind of draw,
Yeah, if there's like an ace-3 on this board, that would be interesting. Ace-deuce, that's pretty similar. And Jay's going to flop a pair and a gut shot. Nick's going to flop the lower end of this with a 3 for the nuts.
Four's all in.
Nick, with only 200,000 left, you almost have to call.
and he definitely has to call here. And you know, you might be sitting at home thinking, well, he's calling with a pair of deuces, bottom pair, but
Well, no, he's got
41% equity. Still.
Yeah, he's got 2 pair outs. He's got the 3 for the straight. He's got another deuce. Like, he's not, now he's got hearts. So now he picks up hearts, and it goes running kings for 8 kings full. Jesus.
Jay's on fire.
Jay just can't lose.
Good run. Good run, Nick.
And with that, 1.8, 1.9, and Jay with 2.6. So we are very close to even in stacks here. Separated by 10 to 15-ish blinds. Not very big spread there. Everybody here on this final table now left is made over, or will make $1,000.
It's a solid night.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if now Bill decides to try to mix things up a little bit. I don't think he will with this hand.
One fold.
Jay definitely going to get in there.
$180. 4 pots it for 180.
He's just ready to keep the foot on the gas. Brent decides to make the call. Jack 9, 5, 2 clubs. Great flop for Jay.
Check.
Club draw and a wrap.
4 pots it for
Brent
390.
flops bottom pair, but Jay continues with the pot size bet on the flop. And Brent is going to have to give this one up. Jay keeps it rolling.
Yeah, Jay's kind of unstoppable right now.
I wonder how many hands he's won out of the total hands played at this final table.
Yeah, that would be something I'd be interested to hear, find out also. He just he's rolling this tournament over, and it's his aggression that's really taking it over.
Aggression frequency.
There it is. And somehow he's a little bit below it, but by the way, blinds are going to be going up.
Four calls.
Now it's time for Bill to wake up, right?
Well,
There he is. There he is. And everybody's got a hand here. Everybody's got a suited ace. Everybody's got some connected straight cards.
4 calls.
Brent's getting a great price to call
Oh, yeah,
here.
a great price. Oh,
I don't like
no.
that full at all.
Oh, no.
All of his cards were connected. He still can make a wheel with the ace-4.
Huge flop here for Bill.
Yeah, amazing flop for Bill, and
Amazing flop for Bill.
Jay's not going to be able to continue.
No. You know, Bill's only playing one hand every century. but
570 is the bet.
the hand he's playing seems to be working.
Jay just putting on a little Hollywood here.
Yeah, definitely a little Hollywood here. However, he does have a 5, backdoor diamonds, backdoor straight draw with the 6-7. I mean, it does seem like he's Hollywooding a little bit. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
You don't really take backdoor diamonds into account when you have 3 of them in your hand. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's still there, but
Blinds are up to 40-80. 40-80.
No, it is 40.
King, Queen, 6-5, 3 spades for Brent.
No, you're good. 10 folds. For 1 fold.
And Jay gets a walk. Wow. All right, moving on.
One fold.
Over to Jay here in the small blind. Just
4
calls.
calls. 10 pots it for 240,000.
Brent. 10-10, ace-3 with the 10-3 of hearts. And Jay with a fairly marginal hand here. But he's been running well.
4 calls.
Wow,
10
snap
pots it
pot here.
for
Brent
20.
just decides I'm going to
Snap
go.
pots it
I'm going
here.
to go on this one. And that is a dry flop.
4 folds.
You're not worried about a whole lot. Even if your opponent has a king. It looks like you have aces there a lot of the time. We're pretty even in chip counts.
Yeah, we're to the point now where it's anybody's tournament, really. It's going to take a really big hand to knock somebody out at this point.
Ace-9, 7-5. Ace-9 of hearts for Jay. Gonna pot this up here, or he's just gonna call?
4 calls.
Call.
10 calls. 1 check.
And Bill will be forced to play this hand.
And just
Queen,
like
deuce,
that,
ace.
and just like that, Brent does flop a pair, backdoor diamonds, and a gut shot. Ace there for Jay, though.
150.
10 bets 150.
Interesting lead there from
1
Brent.
fold. 4 calls. Ten checks.
Great
Four
bet
bets,
by Jay
400.
here. I think he sensed weakness from that on that check from Brent.
Right.
Nice turn card. Jeez,
And folds.
That was a great bet by Jay there.
All right. Bill picks up single suited rundown here, but we've watched Bill fold these before.
10 fold.
Whoa.
Pots it for 240,000.
Bill pots it for 240. Now I feel like it doesn't matter what four I have. Ace, ace, jack, 10 double suited. We're just calling there. Bill could pot. I mean, what could Bill be? What is he? He knows he's flopping quads or something.
Times are a
Jesus.
changing.
Everybody's separated by 500,000. We got what is that? About 100 big blinds. 40, 70, 90, 100 and some big blinds in play.
And Jay didn't even think about that one. He said, wow, Bill's raising pre-flop. Way out of there.
I mean, you got to think about this like you're playing shorthanded hold'em. You know, you're not going to be looking for the premiums of ace, king, ace, queen, aces, kings, queen. You know, you're looking for hands that are playable post flop. You know, your 8 9s, 9 10s, 10 jacks, things like that. Here with Jay, and he's loosening up a little bit, but Bill, you know, you have an ace jack right there in your hand, and you're folding.
4 pots it for 240,000.
I like Brent to call here, and I also like the fact that Brent acts in a timely fashion compared to the rest of the table.
10 calls.
4, 4, 7, 2 spades.
A swing and a miss.
Yep.
For both players.
But Jay keeping up the aggression. You'd love to see it.
520. Sorry, actually 450. Sorry, 450 for the single. More than that.
450.
And that's the big difference with Omaha, with the pot limit game. A lot of our Hold'em players, they're just used to the end of a Hold'em tournament being all in, pre-flop, all in. They don't really have to play any post-flop most of the time anyway. I mean, our bigger events have a longer structure, but there's not a ton of post-flop play in our daily tournaments like this. So when you have a pot limit game, no matter what, you're never going to be able to go all in most of the time, pre-flop, unless you're pop, pop, pop back and forth. But in a setting like this where, you know, we're 35, 40, 43 big blinds deep, it's going to be tough unless you're picking up aces, double suited, kings, double suited, for two people to get it in there.
1 pot's it for 240.
Monster hand here for Bill. But the thing is, Bill's played so tight
Right. He
that
just
now he's not going to get any action
Right.
when he does pot it on his premiums. Which, of course, isn't a bad thing, picking up those blinds. But just look at what Jay's done with aggression and think of, you know, Bill had a huge stack right at the start of this final table.
I wonder if this is that type of hand that Bill will fold.
Three-handed, he better not. I like Brent's hand.
10 folds.
I owe 40 in the pot.
Correct. And then it's 80 total.
He should be potting this up.
200.
Hey, there we
There you
go.
go.
By one.
I really think that Bill was just making an. He was making sure when he got that big chip stack that he wasn't going to lose it, because he isn't quite as tight of a player as it appeared throughout most of this final table.
4 cards.
At least from what I've seen tonight dealing to him in PLO. Wow. Jay flops Jack 9 here.
1 pot for 500.
And Bill
Bill
pops.
flops Jack 4 with the gut shot, pots it.
Oh, here we go.
For 2.8 million.
Tough for Bill to get away from this one. He also has backdoor clubs. But Jay's got him covered. And this is the situation now because Jay's been the aggressor. He's been playing all these hands. He's been building up a chip
Well,
stack.
not
He's
only
got
that.
Bill covered now.
Well, yeah, he has Bill covered, but Bill lost. There it is. Yes. So Bill can win here with a 10, a 4, a queen, or a king. 10, 4, king, queen is what he's looking for right
And
now.
as shown, Bill's actually a 53
Yeah.
to 47 favorite.
So gets it in ahead. That does no help.
That's a miss.
Queen.
Queen gives
Bill.
Bill the nuts.
Bill is going to river the nuts.
I was just wondering who had who covered.
And and the beneficiary of this is really going to be Brent.
Yeah.
He's sitting down over there.
2 million.
And Jay's shaking
A
his
tough
head.
spot there for Jay.
But
I mean,
I know he's shaking his head, and I know he thinks he got sucked out on. But in all reality, he was the underdog going in.
yeah.
53-47. A
I
slight
mean, when
one.
it happens on the river like that, it always feels like a suck out.
Right.
You know, yeah, he's a favorite going into the river after the blank on the turn, but he's still
Yeah,
not
yeah. But when the money got in, it was 50-50.
correct.
We have 5, 18, 19, 2, 2.1, 2.115. We got 5, 1 million to 1.5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 2 million, 2.1, 15. That still goes to you.
So it looks like Jay is going to be left with 300,000.
Wow.
5 big blinds, and you know, regardless of what happens here for Jay, he played great at this final table.
Right, for sure.
Lines up over right. Yeah.
Alright guys, 40-80. Alright. Action's on Bill. It's a
Got a
good
chip
problem.
prime, Bill.
It's a good problem to have.
Chip prime, man.
Yeah, that worked out pretty good.
Worked out pretty good there when he doubled up.
Folds, one folds. Pot is going to be 240.
Oh, poor Jay.
Snap call.
Ace, Jack, 8-4. He's only got 300K left. He says pot, and he runs into Ace, Ace, Jack, 3.
Oh, no.
This is PLO, so he's still
Alright, so he
33%. He's still going to win this 1 out of every 3 times.
Snap call. We got the flop. 240.
How much do you have behind?
240. He's got 50 behind. Oh, sorry, Jim. My bad, my bad. I literally, right after I did that, I'm like, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. He
See if
literally
Jay can
just,
find some
I know,
magic.
My bad. He just told
And
me
he does. A couple of spades on the flop.
that. Call it
Uh-oh.
for 50. Call.
I got aces, he says.
That's as good of a flop as Jay can see. Maybe 9 on the turn for some more equity.
Oh, you do have space.
60-40.
Jack on the turn, no help. Queen on the river, aces are going to
Aces
hold.
are gonna hold.
Alright, aces hold. Aces are good.
Nice playing, Jay.
And Jay really played great this final table. Out in third place, $1,000.
Alright, so he was just big, so you're gonna be the
Nice
button.
night there for Jay.
Small on the button, and then Bill, you're big.
I owe 40 out here.
Lines aren't updated on there. We are at 40K, 80K.
80 here.
Alright, good luck.
Call.
Option. Check.
Brent limps in from the button with Queen 8-6-6. One suit. Bill checks his option out of the big blind. 10-10-5 deuce.
Actions on Bill.
And Brent just goes ahead and flops top boat.
Pot is going to be 200.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, and Bill let out with the
Now,
pot.
here's the thing. So let's, you know, like a card like a 3.
High pot.
Oh.
Pot is
I
going
would
to
have
be
liked to
800.
seen just a smooth
Yeah,
call there from Brent.
why pot it?
I mean, I guess maybe his thinking is if Bill has a 4, let's just get it in now.
Pop the boat, Wild Bill.
Yeah, well, that means you should have probably just smooth call there, Brent. But you know these Ohio
Yeah, you
State
had your
fans,
man bet. You had your man betting into you. I mean,
Yeah,
you might
these
as well.
Ohio State fans, man, you know, they get a little overzealous
Yep,
sometimes.
yep.
You got to deal with them.
That's that whole third base thing, huh?
Actions on 1.
Nice hand here for Bill.
Bill with just mountains of chips.
I owe another.
40. 40 to call. Option.
Check.
Oh, he's got that right here.
Alright, heads up.
Ace 9-6 rainbow. 2 pair for
Actions on
Bill.
10.
Yeah, 2 pair for Bill, gut shot for Brent.
Whack. Oh yeah.
150.
150.
Brent just gonna try to
Ooh, Bill
lead.
snap pots it.
650.
650. And Brent can't call this, I don't think.
Yeah, heads up. Both these guys have tried to fire away when they're first to go and just take down pots, and then
Is that break up this? Oh,
both
we're
times the other
fine.
person's had a monster hand and
Alright, guys.
raised them right back.
All right, so for a quick second here, we're going to be on break, just like 3 or 4 minutes.
Give me,
And while we do that, I'm going to step out, grab something to drink,
we're taking purple
and we will be right back. Brent with trip aces here in his hand. Interesting enough. That is actually a very good hand to have. You do block on the other player having an ace, and also you still have aces in your heads up. So
We tried.
Trip aces in my hand, is that good? Damn, I hit the deuce to go with that. That's like a full house, right?
They might not think so, but yeah, if you're on the button, you're small. And then he's the big.
I'm glad in a second since I was the asshole that didn't want to chat.
Brent with a pretty good hand here.
Hold.
Good fold, good fold.
Look at that toy collection.
Right. Oh, absolutely amazing.
Maybe we should take those sleds out.
Yeah. If it snows, I want to jump on the back of get Jim to pull us around.
I definitely see some prop bets, some sort of side bets coming.
There's always some side bets coming.
Although, I mean, I like your chances. You know,
Heads up.
the more weight on the sled, the faster it will go.
Oh well, then I'm about to be flying.
I don't like my chances.
Dixon's on Bill. Check.
Deuce here for Bill.
150.
4 here for Brent.
Heads up, the small blind will be on the
How's that
button.
work on the stream? Since we had to take a break, do they like still do a whole 10-minute break in the stream, or do they cut it off early since we cut it off early?
They'll probably cut it off early.
50 and 100 blinds. 50,000 big blind Annie.
Call.
Check.
Alright, heads up.
Heads up.
Jesus, I
Both
know.
players with
It's just
pretty marginal hands.
pot is gonna be 250.
Bill's taking the lead here with the big stack.
All black cards.
He's got absolutely nothing. Didn't know he was bluffing with the best hand, though. 9 high.
9 high, best hand.
Should have fun with the game.
Like a boss.
No, I didn't go with Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan, you're
Johnny,
right.
right.
Caleb gotta get you on one.
Gotta get me hit. Oh. No, look fun. No, I've never been courtside. That would be sweet.
King 10, 8 deuce for Brent.
Crazy being that close. Got dap up Karis LeVert. That's the
Really?
last game against the 76ers.
Brent talking about sitting courtside at the Cavs game, it sounds like. Nice life.
250.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Caleb has courtside seats to the Cavs, and he's taking Jonathan. He's taking Brent right there. Brent's one of his good friends, so a little jealous.
Yeah. $50 and 100 blinds.
Nah, it's way too. I had before, but you know when you have a king with 2 kings out there and get out kicked and all, you know,
Ace 10, 5, 4 for Bill. Solid hand. Ace 10, 8, 3 for Brent. So they both have playable hands here.
This was like a year
Oh,
ago.
a year ago.
This was a little while ago.
Pot 300.
That's including that, right?
300 total, yep. Calls.
Bill pots it to 300, and Brent makes the call. Ace 10-3.
Check. He pots it.
Wow.
Yeah, big flop for
We're
Brent.
going to see all the
We're
money
gonna
go
see
in
it.
here.
We're going to see all the money go in here.
And we're at 57.43. So Bill has a gutter ball. Right now, it's going to chop a lot of times. But Bill has a gutter ball.
14-5.
Brent has a 3. Brent can catch a 3 actually to make a boat.
Right.
He's got 1,450,000. 1,450,000. Can't lose.
Put a deuce up.
Put a 3 out there. What are you talking about, dude? What are you doing? 3 one time.
Looking for a 3.
So both players with ace 10, top 2 pair. Deuce or a 3 are the game changers here.
Diamonds now.
4,
no
5,
one.
a 7.
And that's just going to be a complete chop.
Yeah, Bill picked up more outs there on the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, deuce. That would have pissed you off for that.
Would have had me looking like Tyson over there. Cussing me out.
Okay.
I thought it was a pretty good flop. Can't believe you had ace 10 also.
Adam, I get the deal final table tomorrow. Should be interesting.
You're going to deal the final
Well,
table?
no, I'm working. I'm second on the
Ah.
list. So second on the list tomorrow, and I get to work on Wednesday too.
That's a bold move to say that you're going to stay that long.
You know, oh, here we go. Here's some money that might go in.
10 bets 3.
300.
Yep.
So 2 more. Right?
2 more. Yep. Calls 3.
Not surprised to see Bill just call there. See if we can find a flop. Oh, we
Ace,
found
9,
one.
8.
We
Huge
found
flop
one.
for Bill.
650.
All in.
Yep, here we go.
Bill putting Brent at risk.
So we're at a 50-50 here.
470.
Ace 9, top 2 pair for Brent.
Yep.
10 Jack Queen.
475.
So Bill can catch a Jack. Bill can catch a 7. Bill can catch a Queen.
Yep. Queen, 7, or Jack for Bill right now is what he's looking for, or 10. A lot of outs. How does he brick this? Backdoor
Yeah,
hearts.
we're 50-50 right now.
There's a brick. How does he brick this?
Just like that.
And
Just like
just
that.
like that, he bricks everything.
So Brent, we have a new chip leader
Wow.
for the first time at this final table.
Wow. Now let's see if Brent can keep the pressure on.
It's either been Bill or Jay the whole night.
Queen out
First time Brent here has been in the chip lead.
For anybody that sees that logo down there, Danny's Cafe over there at 600 South Dixie Highway over there in Rossford. One of our sponsors. Go check them out. They are completely new, renovated as of September. They have new TVs that are outside. They have new TVs out back. They have the Sunday ticket, as do we. But they also have draft beers now, so go check them out if you're planning on watching a game. It's a really cool place inside, and oh, Bill with aces. Bill with aces.
Brent's gonna see a flop. Eight, 6, 3, 2 hearts.
Is 650.
Wow, 650. Now, Bill, like I said, he's not going to go anywhere here.
But he's in a tough spot if he just smooth calls here. He's not happy about it, I don't think.
All right, guys, blinds are up.
Very
What?
tight fold. Very tight fold there from Bill. Heads up. Wow.
Can't ever be too careful.
Oh, that's what they done? Oh, jeez.
That's the same thing it was.
I don't know if he didn't
Not
start
like they're
the
really
clock.
mad at me.
Now, in a multi-way situation,
Actions on 10.
I would agree with folding aces that easily.
300.
But heads up, Bill's got to go there.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Call 3.
Wheel
A
for
wheel
Bill.
for Bill, yep.
And bottom 2 pair for Brent.
Bet 650.
And Brent's going to go with his bottom
Uh-oh.
2. Here we go. So Bill is blocking one of Brent's 2s.
Straight. 2 pair.
Got 1.925.
So Brent is going to be looking for 3 outs here. 1 remaining deuce and 2 remaining 3s.
1.925 is all in.
2 or 3.
Uh-oh.
Three.
So deuce or a 3 here.
Ace 4.
And Bill at risk.
Brent also with running spade possibilities.
2 or 3, one time.
4 chops now.
4, yep.
And a king. That's going to make Bill the chip leader again.
And we flip-flop right back.
Actions on 1.
King's here for Brent. King Jack 9. For Bill, he calls.
Going to be 300.
300.
Brent potting it up here with kings.
Oh, it's only 2 more, right?
Bill's not folding anymore.
No, not at all.
Is going to be 650.
And Bill with the gut shot straight draw and the jack top pair.
He's played post flop pretty cautiously, so I wouldn't see how he could come along here with this type of hand right now. Yep.
Small billiard ball.
6-5-3 deuce here for Brent.
I like that hand, a little rundown hand.
Of course, Bill blocks both those 4s right there.
Check. $250.
And just a terrible flop there for Brent. As dry of a flop as you'll get.
One's that.
So we continue on heads up here. Event number 1 of our Winter Classic Pot Limit Omaha. It was a 5K guarantee. We smashed that. Over 7,200 in the prize pool tonight. They've been playing heads up for a while now. We went back and forth a little bit here. Bill with a premium here. Queen, 10-9.
250.
Balls 3.
And Brent with a decent hand. King 9-7-5.
And he just Bill flops.
Bill just flops
it here.
everything.
And Brent with the low end.
And I really like to see Bill slow play this here.
pots, 650.
Nope, no slow play for him.
And there aren't a lot of situations in PLO where you want to slow play, but
Right.
that's a pretty good spot there. $4.7 million for Bill, $1.5 million for Brent. So a little over 6 million chips in play here. 75% of the chips for Bill, and about 25 for Brent.
Option, Bill?
I gotta look.
You don't have to. It's not in the rules. Seven, 5, 4, 2 hearts. Bill flops the nut flush draw,
250.
and he wastes no time putting some money in there. And nothing that Brent can continue with here. He is 44% shown on the graphic, but he's got middle pair. He's got no real straight draws.
We just gotta get it together.
Not much he can do there but fold.
Ready, set me up, flop a 2 pair and then straight. Alright, actions on 1.
Bill first to go here. Small blind on the button.
Calls. Checks.
All the clubs for Brent here. Similar hands. Open under here for Brent.
Checks.
2 pair for
Pots at
Bill.
250.
Interesting. Backdoor clubs, not that it I mean, it matters because he doesn't have... Or it matters because
Calls.
we're heads up. If there's more players in the hand, the 4 clubs would be detrimental to his hand. 4 now brings him in a pair with that.
Doesn't really change anything
I
though.
just realized that Bill also has hearts.
Yeah, tough. I mean, I don't mind Brent's call there on the flop, but you know, once he misses on the turn, he's just got to shut it down. And Bill is building up his chip lead. Nice hand here for Bill, 10-9, 9-6.
Check.
Two pair for Brent, top and bottom.
Check. 250.
Bill can't continue here.
Right.
Runs right.
All those presents.
Trying to figure out what else we could have. Oh, there's a see that tee it up batters.
Yeah, we could play with that.
We could definitely put some side bets on that.
Right?
Razor scooters, I'm gonna pass on that one.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds
think,
bad for me.
Whatever insurance policy we may or may not have here.
Wait, there's an insurance policy here?
I mean, not like insurance like for us, but I'm saying there's probably some sort of like liability, business
Yeah,
insurance, you know.
No, I like where I work, so we'll pass on all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
10 out of 10.
Flop straight here for Brent. A pair and an open under for Bill.
All in.
And Bill was trying to keep the foot on the gas there.
Flopped it.
And there wasn't much he could do. He bet pot there on the flop. Brent chipped it in, and Bill had to make the fold.
Something be in there. I had a draw for a straight.
Actions on 10.
Ace, king, 8-6, all hearts for Bill.
Option.
Queen, jack, 6-5, no suits for Brent. Brent flops an open ender.
Check. Bet 250. Fold.
Nice bet there by Brent.
That guy's ace coming in.
It's been a long day for these players. We started at 6:15 today.
All right, we're getting blinds are up to 50. Blinds are at 50 and 100.
That is a good point. You know what? We're gonna just make it. Hey Jim, look at the next blind structure. It's 65, 125. But I have no purples. 75, 125. All right, there you go. Two catch, Bill.
So yeah, we started this at 6:15 and we are coming up on 3 a.m. So these players have been grinding it out tonight. Nice hand here for Bill, 9-8-6-5. Brent also with a double suited king 9-7-4. We could maybe see some money go in here.
He said, hold on a minute.
Nope, looks like it went check.
What do I know? One of these guys, especially I'm thinking Bill, has got to be getting sleepy, right?
I don't think it's just Bill. I know I am.
Check. Bill, can you put your cards in the
Bill,
box?
put your cards in the box.
Oh, put gun in
Yep,
there.
10 checks. Bill bets pot. That's gonna be 100, 250.
And Bill has decided that he's just going to keep his foot on the gas now at all times, I think.
10 fold.
Sorry about you guys.
It's a habit, we know. You just gotta. It's different. Yep, and 100.
I've been doing that pretty good.
Yeah. 10 calls, 1 checks. One checks.
Double gut shot here for Brent. Backdoor spades.
Bill with the blockers, though.
One fold.
And folds.
You want to be in box 9, the box that you're in, right in front of you.
Sure.
So just move your chips over to the side or in front or whatever. There you go.
Give me a good better look at Bill. Couldn't see him where I was at before.
Shane, you gotta look.
Am I good to sit here?
You said you can, but you didn't have to move. So you're the big blind.
Yeah, I want to see Bill. Get a read on him.
Brent trying to move over to make sure he can get a good eye on his opponent. Said he's going to get a read on him.
I just realized Christmas is less than 3 weeks away.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
We start our shopping, at least I start my shopping
Getting late,
about
Bill,
3
huh?
or 4 days before.
Brandon, where's
Yeah,
the
I haven't even started. I asked my kids what they want, but that's really about all I got.
250,000.
Huge flop for Brent.
That's a beautiful flop.
Well, I'm not over there though.
We could see. Bill will just call probably here.
200 more, yep.
Ace King 9-5. Ace 8-7-5.
Two clubs out there now top. So 2 pair and a straight draw for Brent. A straight draw, gut shot straight draw, and a club draw for Bill.
Even money, 50-50.
Right.
And a lot of money just went in this pot. We're up to $2 million. Oh,
A
wow.
9 gives
And Brent gets
2
there.
pair in the club.
1.95.
Brent, you have to call.
He calls.
Hang on. So, you're all in? Yeah. He's going to be all in, so give me a second.
So, Bill can win this whole thing with a 9, with a 5, with a club,
825.
or he could chop this pot up with an 8.
Yellow is 825. All right, gents, go ahead and flip 'em.
Yeah, so I think, who's at risk here?
Brent is at risk here.
Brent is at risk.
Bill has him covered.
Okay.
So, yeah, Bill's going to be looking for any club.
Here we go, good luck.
And a deuce.
Big old blank.
And we are back to even chip stacks.
That is a blankety blank. Oh no, we're oh yeah, you're right. I apologize. You are absolutely correct, sir. You couldn't have picked a better time to be
All right,
correct.
guys, mine is 75 and 150.
I think actually.
You're the one that caused it.
75 150 blinds. That is a good idea.
I'm sorry, did you say 1 million, 2 million?
75 and 125.
750,000 1.5 million blinds.
Let's go.
Never mind. I see we are running a 75 125.
It's 150, I believe. Could be wrong. All right.
50 more. Pause. Yep. 375.
There you go, Brent. Just keep saying that word over and over and knock this tournament off.
Yeah, and I mean I think both these guys are ready for something to happen. The thing is, neither of them is going to give up. They're just going to wait until they flop something and get it in there.
825.
And these are the flops we get.
Yeah, I think if Brent really puts the pedal down here, he can knock this off. Bill folds a lot of hands unless he has it, and you just got to play it a little, just a small amount of caution, and you got this.
Queen 7-3-3 double suited for Brent. Queen 9-7-6. One suit for Bill. Brent is keeping his foot on the gas like you said.
Yeah, any type of board that doesn't really hit Bill's hand.
Ooh, nice
like
flop
that
there.
right there is a big flop for Brett.
Slow play one time.
No,
Not today.
but Bill does have the spade draw.
Yeah, and he's got the gut shot, straight flush draw.
And he called.
Oh, and he
Oh, here
gets
we
there
go.
with
This
the
should be
straight.
it. This should be it, right?
And he spots it. He pots it all in.
You're all in. All right, flip 'em, gentlemen.
It should be over.
It's not. Bill has
Oh,
one.
Bill has
Bill's
one
got the
out.
four
Bill has
spades.
the 4 of
The
spades.
4 of spades.
Good playing, baby.
Bill has the 4 of spades. And with that 7, he's going to have 3s full.
Right there. We have a winner.
Good playing, Bill.
And with
Brent
that, hey,
Brent
with that, Brent is
takes
going to take down that.
event number 1, pot limit Omaha.
Wow. So the guy that gives me the most crap in our chat takes down our event number 1. So great job, Brent. Good to see you
First
win.
PLO tournament
Yep.
ever, I think.
So great to see you take down this tournament. Myself and my co-partners in here, either Max, Vic, or Adam, will be here all weekend long, bringing you guys to action. Tomorrow night is our $165 green chip bounty, $50
Double
bounty.
green chip, right?
Double green
Double
chip
green
bounty.
chip
Double
bounty.
green chip bounty, $50 bounties. And I'm being told it'll already happen by the time people watch this. So hopefully you guys tune in after this. We will be bringing you our feature table and the final table on Sunday for our $100 buy-in, $50K guaranteed tournament. And I will be here all weekend long with either Max, Adam, or Vic. So you guys have a great night. Hope you guys like the action. And with that, we're going to go get some sleep.
Man, I hope so.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So have a great night, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.